Welcome to Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone. We're live inside Muscatine Hy-Vee on 2nd Avenue in Muscatine, streaming on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Now, here's Tony Tone.
That was not a real bottle rocket, everybody. That was a sound effect. Welcome back to Hy-Vee Today. This is Tony Tone on Monday, the 8th of July, live on Channel 5, Muscatine Power and Water Cable Channel 5. If you're watching, we'll get right back to those RE/MAX open houses and the real estate market in Muscatine. It's so hot. I don't even know how you have a house that you probably just were looking at. It's probably sold already, or it's got an offer on it. This market is on fire. So it's good to be with you on cable, on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, via your Apple TV or Roku streaming device, and of course replaying on cable at 7:30 and 10:30 p.m. There's a lot of people that watch this show every night at 7:30 or every night at 10:30, and I appreciate you being with us. It is live in the morning, though, and that's where we find ourselves. First day back after a couple of days off. I hope you had a great 4th of July. Everybody was safe and sound and was respectful, following the city ordinance. I know I did. I did not light any fireworks off outside of the time frame that Muscatine provided, which was July 3rd and 4th from 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. It's good to be with you. It's Monday. We've got another Mega Meat Monday going on here at the store. With every $25 you spend in the meat department, seafood department, deli, you get 15 cents off per gallon. I love our meat department. It's the best meat department in Muscatine. They're so friendly. They have about 500 years of experience. I say that quietly because I don't want them to hear me. But no, seriously, they have a lot of experience between Mike Church and Rick and Chris and Jeremy and John and Eileen and Andrew and Quentin and Jesse. I could probably name everybody that works back there. They do a great job. Mark and Vance. I don't want to leave anybody out. I probably am. So come in and get the fuel saver going. I have 24 cents off a gallon on my fuel saver. I checked it via my Hy-Vee app on my phone. I'm excited to use that. I'm at the point, I work at a place where there's a gas station, and I've literally cruised in on fumes more times than I'm going to admit on this television show, but it's at least over 6. This morning, my car told me that I've got about 25 miles left, so I'm pretty good, y'all. I don't got to worry about getting gas at Hy-Vee Gas just yet. Last thing I'll mention, since we are live, is bingo tonight in the Market Grill Express at 6 o'clock. Come play bingo, free to play. Win a Hy-Vee gift card with each bingo game that you win. We've got, from what I've been told, about 60 reservations as of right now. And again, at this very moment, it's 8:46 in the morning. So call the store, 563-264-2420. Come play bingo, no cost to you. There are great food specials for dinner. Of course, you could do things like Hy-Vee Chinese or Italian or salad bar. I like the Market Grill Express menu personally, and cheap drinks as well. So if you're still celebrating 4th of July, come out tonight. Play bingo. Family friendly, by the way, and always a good time, and I look forward to seeing everybody. I even have one of those auto shufflers to shuffle the bingo cards. People say, why don't you just get an app? There's bingo apps on your phone. I'm old school. I want to shuffle a card, but that's the thing I run into is it takes a lot of time to shuffle cards, so I literally had someone give me one of those shufflers like I'm in Vegas. So this bingo thing, it's pretty wild, and we look forward to having you. All right, our first guest is back, making her second appearance on the show. Sammy Motley is my friend and a photographer. She owns Motley May Photography here in Muscatine. And the last time, Sammy, that you were here, it's great to see you, by the way.
You too.
I love that you're here on a Monday. The last time you were here, we were talking about the business and the photography studio, which is right across kind of from Musser Park and the skate park. Is it still called the Western Mall?
Everyone still
do we have a new name for it?
When people ask me,
because there's a lot of cool businesses over there.
There are. And I believe it's full now.
I was going to say Motley May Photography, Land of Oz is there. There's a car dealership. So it's a happening place, and it looks really good.
Well, when you have your studio next to an amazing restaurant, El Zacco, and a bakery in Annells,
sure,
that's not good for the diet.
I was going to say that could be a little challenge. Well, I work at a place that's also can be challenging on a diet. There's a bakery right over there, and they're just making donuts all the time. So you were here a couple months ago, and you and I had talked about an idea, and you came on the show, and what people don't know is that we kind of nudged Sammy Motley to do what you wanted to do, which was a mental health awareness photo shoot and this campaign. And I know that when you were here, you were like, I want to do this, and you didn't know what was going to happen.
No.
And then all of a sudden, we fast forward a month or two, almost 2 months, and you did it. And how many people did you feature?
I
in
can't
this?
even
I was
tell
gonna
you how
say,
many. I mean, probably 30 people at least, and I'm still
Unbelievable.
working on the project finishing part.
Man.
But I finally actually had to close it down and set a date.
Yeah.
Because I was still getting calls, but you have to put a stop at some point so you can donate. And
So the National Alliance on Mental Health, NAMI, is who you're going to present a check for. How much of a donation?
$1,100.
That's amazing. $1,100 from an idea that you had to take pictures of folks that have their own mental health challenges. I don't know how to say it the right way. Like from depression to anxiety.
Or dealing with someone. Like my husband deals with me.
Sure.
You
And
know?
these images are striking, to say the least, and they're all on Motley May Photography Facebook page. We're going to look at some in just a minute. And I would see you post these on Facebook or Instagram. And okay, so here's the page.
Literally Paige.
There's
Your
literally
bakery.
Paige. I know. So Paige who works here on the page for Motley May Photography. But yeah, so this campaign that you did with the mental health awareness, it was unbelievable. And I just hope that people understand that this is something, Sammy, that we need to talk more about. So, Chad, if we can go back to that group of shots and scroll down, I think that's where we're going to find some of these images. Let's keep going. And there's a picture of the check, which is cool. Scroll a little bit further. There you go. Look at that.
Yeah.
That's huge. From an idea that you had.
And it was more about the awareness. I mean, people had the option to donate rather $1, nothing,
Sure.
100. Jeff Storm.
Yeah.
He donated 100 and did this. I
Jeff
have very
Storm
few
is
males.
awesome, yeah.
He is. But I even did some that they couldn't donate because this is
Sure.
about knowing how common mental health is.
And I tell you what, the awareness, you're right. It's such an important part of it. And I think for some people, and for me, I was seeing the pictures and I was going, oh, I know that person. I know them. And these are things that maybe you're not realizing that folks are going through. All right, so let's scroll down a little bit. And a lot of them are like in black and white. There we go.
My
Okay.
husband participated. That was big.
That is so great.
I mean,
wow. I mean, there was one where somebody had like, was it Misty that had like
writing all
half
over
of her
her face,
painted and stuff? Like, and so did the people that wanted to take part in the photo shoot, did you leave it up to them to decide what they were going to do? How did that work? Because again, I saw all these. Yeah, I saw all these pictures, and I just wonder how you got to the point where you decided on how they were going to approach this.
Some had ideas,
Mm-hmm.
and then we honed it to unique.
Sure.
But I heard a lot of stories. I got to hear a lot of emotional stories that, I mean, they trusted me.
Yeah, absolutely.
So then I would do some research. I would have some ideas. They would have ideas, and then we make it theirs.
Wow.
Some, like there's one, Kendra, who works at Boonies.
Okay.
She did one with her dog.
Okay.
That was a positive one.
Yeah.
Her hand says be kind, and she has her dog, which is her ally.
Gotcha.
You know, or
Yeah.
you have the ones with someone that has a broken mirror when
Sure.
they see themselves because they have so many,
Yeah.
you know, thoughts
It's an
about
emotional
things.
and tough thing to talk about, let alone people deciding to share amongst themselves.
This one's an ally one,
Okay.
pretty much, because this is a family that decides to work together.
Yeah.
Because two of them are a couple and the other is another mother.
Sure.
So,
I love it.
Black and white was definitely a huge theme with it.
Mm-hmm.
But everyone loved it. I mean, some people were very uncomfortable at first, and by the time we were to the shoot,
I was going to say
Yeah.
that's sort of an opportunity for you because, again, it would be one
This
thing.
one.
Wow, look at that.
that
That's
is
powerful.
a very uncommon thing for men to talk about their
Yes,
mental health.
sure.
And this person wanted to be a part of it. And my thought was, she's his ally because she's what got him through.
That's so.
Because he's
wow.
a veteran, Vietnam veteran.
Yeah, I know. You look at the hat and then PTSD, of course, which is a lot of people.
And then interlocking the thumbs, you know, that's
Gosh, that is so
Who they
incredible.
are.
So you start doing these photo shoots with Motley May Photography, and was it just right away that, or was it like you do a shoot, post a picture, and then somebody would go, "Wow, I need to get involved with that"? Like, what did you find that really? Because all of a sudden, I mean, this is a big deal to have that many people respond to it and to create such awareness. And that's, like you said, that's really what it's all about. Because you put out an image, and it gets people talking.
It
And
was
that's
very,
really something.
That one
Yeah.
is a quilt
that's
that his
cool.
wife makes for veterans.
Okay.
But I would say that having the post originally, people were looking for the info.
Sure.
And then I had people jump on it right away, but then they started seeing the photos
Yeah.
and they're like, you know what, I want to be a part of this.
Sure.
And I have a very close friend that she even said, this is the first time I've come out about my postpartum depression,
Wow.
which was
Yeah.
scary, you know.
Sure.
I mean, and then Misty's,
Yeah.
hers was beautiful. They were all beautiful in their own way. I mean, I'm still sending out galleries because of how swamped I got with them.
I can't believe it. It was such, and again, just to have you were sitting here 2 months ago, like thinking about it, and then it happens, and yes, it was absolutely worth it in the end. And I imagine it's something, Sammy, that you'll want to.
This one was
do
one of the
again.
most powerful.
Wow. Okay, so explain what we're looking at.
She is a Navy veteran,
Okay.
and she has PTSD from something that happened,
Sure.
and she has her original clothes still, which as most veterans do not.
Sure.
They actually get rid of it if they have PTSD because
Mm-hmm.
it really triggers. So we decided to do a shoot with her, and hers were very powerful, definitely this, because, you know, again, it's something you don't talk about.
Right. And it's unfortunate that there's a stigma associated with talking about how we're feeling and how we're doing. And I think all we can do as a society is just talk to people and ask people how they're doing. And it shouldn't feel weird to ask that question. It should be, I mean, if it's a friend or family member, or even just being polite to people out in public, I mean, it's just, you never know what someone's going through. And that's why I'm so happy that you did this. And I hope that it's something that you can do annually because
Yes.
of the response. I mean, and again, it was really just supposed to be for like a month, right?
And I ended up pushing it further
Right.
because it's hard to tell someone no, because this is about
Exactly.
awareness. I have mental
Yeah.
illness.
Sure.
And I mean, it feels like it's not talked about enough at
Yeah.
all. I mean, you reach out for help and sometimes you still don't receive it. And,
Sure.
you know, suicide's high. Anxiety is one of the most common.
Yeah,
And everyone has their own anxiety. Even my husband.
sure.
His is crowds, mine is just people.
Right. Well, I'm glad that you're here to talk about it and to be able to look through all these images. Again, you can see all of them on Motley May Photography, and $1,100 being donated to NAMI. Look at these pictures. National Alliance
actually
on
my
Mental.
sister-in-law.
That's your sister-in-law. I didn't know that.
Yep.
Okay. That's
And it
great.
took her some time also
Sure.
to want to do this.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
Oh yeah.
You
I
know,
mean, listen.
I told her, when you're comfortable, or if you're not, it's okay.
Yeah, and it's nice to have, again, the studio space for you to be able to host folks for something like this. Because,
Yes.
again, this isn't something that maybe people, let alone being comfortable taking a picture and talking about it, but doing it out in the open, right?
Yep.
So to have that space where someone can go and be themselves, I mean, yes,
And
makes...
some want to share their story with their photos, some
Sure,
do not. And
right.
that pretty much, I mean, you wouldn't believe how much weight that actually put on my heart to
Mm-hmm.
hear some of the heartbreaking
Well, I can't
stories,
even
you
imagine.
know?
I mean, you're looking through the lens and capturing these images, and
people I know that I had no idea.
yeah, and that's what for me was such a interesting part of the experience, seeing these folks and going, okay, I know who that person, I know that person, I know that person, and wow, I'm so thankful for everybody that participated.
Me
And the
too.
end result is awareness, powerful images, and an awesome donation to NAMI. And
Which only works off donation.
right. So NAMI is one of those organizations. They have their annual walk and different events, and you know, sometimes it's tough for people to connect with organizations
Yep.
that optimize or use the most of every dollar donated. NAMI is one of those that.
Did I tell you they reached out to me?
No.
Vicki Walters.
Yes,
They're
Vicki's been on the show. She's
they're
great.
trying to get a chapter here, you know.
Cool, okay.
And she is someone that reached out, and
Oh,
she
that's
said this week
awesome.
I could personally deliver the check.
That's so great. So just like an idea, and this is what I'm saying, like if you have whatever your idea is, wherever you're at in life, it's always worth talking about things and then trying, right?
Yes.
Because that's what Sammy did.
And then look how big it blew up.
Yeah, and it's wonderful. And again, to have it done on a local level and to be able to get people to have conversations about mental health and to not feel ashamed or uncomfortable. And again, for folks that are watching this that feel like you missed out, it sounds like it's something that you'll consider doing again. Because one of the
Yes.
things I was going to ask you was, do you have thoughts on another project similar to this? But it doesn't seem like that's fair. It seems like this could be an annual event
Agreed.
for Motley May Photography. But are there any other types of, I don't know what's the right way to describe what this was. But have
awareness
awareness
shoots.
campaign. Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
or
Awareness
campaigns.
shoots. That's even better.
Yep.
Awareness shoots. So are there any other type of awareness
I
shoots
thought
that you're thinking about doing?
doing one like people who suffer from infertility, who
Okay.
are diabetic, something that doesn't go away.
Sure.
I mean, just infertility is something I went through.
Sure.
Two of my friends are diabetic, and that's very hard on their life.
Yeah.
Life changing.
Yeah.
Not saying that they should be more important, but I think it'd be really neat to acknowledge that because you know how insulin is so expensive now.
Sure.
I mean, you have to have it to live, so why should it be that expensive?
I love that idea. There are a lot of people for sure in this town with the annual Muscatine Diabetes Walk and that group, and how many people are there.
My dad was a diabetic, and he died from complications of diabetes.
Jeez.
So,
sorry.
I mean, that's a very common thing because
Yeah.
sometimes you don't get the right information
Yeah.
or education, or you just can't afford it.
Yeah, it's well, it seems like we just decided what your next awareness shoot's going to be. I mean, seriously, there's so many people that struggle with type 1 or type 2 diabetes.
Yep.
And again, for you, photography is your business. So certainly, when it comes to like family pictures and headshots and fun things that you want people, you can capture all of that. But to do the right thing at the same time makes sense.
I am finding my niche.
Yeah.
Like, I am more of a lifestyle type.
Lifestyle,
I love
okay.
doing family photos
Yeah.
and all that, but capturing those moments
Yeah.
of unexpected.
I'd like a
are the
picture.
best.
Like, I'm all for like setting something up, and we've seen some examples on your page where you can like set something up. But what you're saying, like these lifestyle moments where you maybe have a family and you're just, maybe it's the picture that they're not expecting to be such a powerful one. Like you can get everybody posed, but then you catch them just like talking and conversing. And
What's ironic is when I was at Bridgeside
that's awesome. Yeah,
this weekend,
Sure.
there was a bridal party.
sure.
I said, I'll take your photos. She goes, oh my gosh, you're Motley May.
Huh?
And I was like, yeah. And I was like, I'll take your picture with your phone. Well, what they didn't realize is I was going click, 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 click as they're getting ready
Oh, that's
to
awesome.
get in the photo.
Yeah.
And I mean, those are going to be those memories where like, oh my gosh, look at my face, or why was I doing that? And then they have the perfect photo.
Getting ready for the pose. Oh, that's genius.
Those are the best. Receptions are the best too, because I'm sure you know, Tony.
Yeah, I just was at one on Saturday. Yeah, so it's nice again to understand that someone like yourself again made the decision to go into business, to have a studio space. That's a big deal, right? I mean,
Yes.
it's chasing the dream of a small business that can have a big impact. And
I get
yeah,
asked about success, like, oh, how's your business doing? Are you successful?
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know what? I can pay my bills.
Yeah.
And I mean, your first year is not
that's
normally
always right. That's the
profitable,
toughest.
right?
Yeah, sure,
And this brought so much awareness to my studio even.
sure.
So that's been really nice. I mean, I can walk into a place and, oh, that's Motley May Photography.
Sure.
And that feels really good.
Well, I mean, when you do the right thing for the right reasons,
That's my daughter.
and she is in the store somewhere.
She's in store.
With grandma.
yeah.
I should say she's not just wandering the store aimlessly. People are like, Sammy's
was actually
daughter
at
just
the
wandering around. Almost Friday
Thursday,
Fest,
or,
right?
Yeah. Or Almost Friday, yes.
Oh, she looked like she was having a blast.
She did. She stole my hat. But she's my inspiration.
Oh,
She
she's
is my-
adorable.
Why my mental health, that is why I fight it.
Absolutely. That's beautifully said. And yes, great to see her and grandma in the store. They're
Oh,
just
there
hanging
she
around.
is.
I was going to say they're just kind of hanging around in the back. Okay, so Motley May Photography. $1,000, $1,100, $1,100 for the National Alliance on Mental Health Illness. I keep peeking at the check because it's such a long acronym to say. NAMI. A bunch of powerful images captured. Facebook, Instagram, you can check them out. And I would just tell people to keep an eye on your page for what's going to be coming next, right? I mean, that is so awesome to have that, to be able to present that to NAMI, but then even more so because you can never put a price on awareness. And
The
even
support
if
was
right?
overwhelming.
Yeah,
Like,
I know, because you kept checking in with me and you were like, this thing is really like, I don't know how to schedule everybody.
I don't.
And that's such a good problem to have, right? I
and
mean,
my schedule, my husband and I have a calendar together on our phones.
yeah.
None of his stuff was on there.
Well, it's really incredible to have the ability, again, to talk about something that's hard to talk about, to capture all these great images.
Oh, look who's coming.
Yes. Oh, is that? She's a chocolate milk for me? Yes. And oh,
She had a
treat.
donut, but I guess she likes cheese.
Cheese,
Can you say
yes.
hi, Zoe?
What kid doesn't like cheese?
Nope.
She's like, Mom, I just want to chill in the cart.
She won't look at the camera, Tony. I can
Really?
threaten to leave her. I can bark
Even
at
when you're
her.
like taking pictures
No,
of her?
she won't. She refuses.
So the
now.
child of a photographer does not like to be photographed.
That's very common. At least by me.
Only on her time.
Oh, well. Only on her time. That's so great. Kids are the best, aren't they?
Well, you have 3.
I know. Yeah. I love that.
Older, she'll charge her to take pictures.
That's right. I was going to say. Yeah. Listen, Mom, you want to take my picture? It's going to cost you. All right. So lifestyle photos. I know that you've worked with some businesses. Okay. Tell me about this picture.
This picture is
Sorry,
actually,
I got sidetracked, but look
sorry.
at how great that is.
It's ironic
Wow.
that she did a photo because she actually just came with, I don't know if you know Jennifer Chopa.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
She came to do a awareness of medications.
Okay.
Because her mother's passed.
Sure.
And she had found all these meds and she's like, this is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then her mother-in-law decided to do a photo because she has just been fighting depression.
Gotcha.
And she actually commented, these are the hands of depression.
Oh, wow.
And it was just amazing because I put a backlight on it and just
Yeah.
thought, wow.
Oh man, these are the hands of depression. Yeah, I'm telling you what, we need to really do a better job. And outside of when it's just National Mental Health Awareness Month, like constantly just talking about things that we're, not supposed to talk about for whatever reason. That stuff like that, it doesn't sit well with me. So I'm so glad that you did this. Like seriously, feel good about it.
This one is a mother
Okay.
that sometimes feel like she's losing herself, but she stays aware because
Sure.
she has a child.
right.
It's just crazy the things we came up with. This one was very emotional for her because she fought.
I remember this one. Yeah.
This is her family always checking on her.
Okay.
And she just would ignore him and stay put in her room because she just could not face her own challenges.
Yeah, I don't know what to say. Right.
This family was amazing as well. I mean, they all are. Don't get me wrong, but
Sure.
she's a mother of 3, and it's a adopted family.
Okay.
But they all have their own behavioral or issues.
Sure.
So, being a mother or father,
Right.
you sometimes just have a dark cloud that follows you.
Man. Yeah, you got to do this again for sure. These are so great to see, and the people that agreed to do it.
You just don't see on
Yeah.
the outside sometimes, and this was meant to be on the outside.
As it should. Right? I mean, as it should, Not everybody is willing to share
That
what's
one.
going on. That's the one you mentioned earlier. Okay. Wow. Look at that.
And this has even honed my skills on creating
Yeah.
because that's not actually broken.
I was just going to ask, did you break a mirror for the picture?
I
And
don't think Brian Chick would be okay with that because that's the mirror that's included with my studio.
You're not going around breaking mirrors for
No,
pictures.
and it's
Yeah.
bad luck. I don't need that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, right. No, don't walk under a ladder or break a mirror at the studio anytime soon. I saw that our friend Mike Rankins is watching on Facebook, kind of a neighbor from Motley May Photography, a couple doors down with Land of
Yeah.
Oz. I think you should photograph some of his pinball machines.
Dude,
That'd be kind of cool.
I totally would.
Right?
I actually, finished up the Riverside menu,
Yeah.
and that was awesome.
That's
I
what I
just
was gonna
photographed
say.
Coffee Belt.
You did? Okay, so this is where Sammy's also like lifestyle.
That's my favorite.
Right, like you get into photographing menus and food and stuff for the Coffee Belt. Like that's nice to have somebody in town because I don't know if there's a lot of people that know like how did that menu get put together. Well, there's somebody taking the pictures and
Leamy put my
yeah, I know.
thing
And
on
I
the back.
told you we were at Riverside last time we were there. I was looking at the menu and I was like, wow, these pictures look
yeah
awesome.
Coffee Belt. And the thing is, they're all. I always start with one photo and tell them. By the end, you're going to be smiling for real because I have that personality. That's what I've been told.
Sure.
And the Coffee Belt photos, they pretty much post them a lot, and they'll
Awesome.
tag me. And I thought they turned out beautiful. We wanted that warmth. We wanted that
Sure.
professionalism.
Yeah.
And then we had some fun ones in the middle of 2nd Street running back and forth when cars came. See, and
Running down 2nd
Yeah.
Street.
And the employees
Yeah.
had said, "Wow, that was so fun."
That's awesome. Well, again, it's really good to
And then
have
the owner.
somebody capture these moments in time, regardless of what they're for. And they're all going to tell a story, right? And I think that's what's so nice. As someone that, I take pictures with my phone. I don't have a nice camera, but I can sure appreciate, and you can tell when somebody's using like a real camera.
Yeah. Well,
And
someone asked me to actually help teach them, and they're like, "But I only have this camera." I said, "It's not always the camera. It's about the settings."
Sure.
About knowledge. I mean,
Yeah.
you can have an $800 camera and still take wonderful photos.
Right. And if I had that $800 camera, it would look like my 3-year-old iPhone. So I'm glad that I don't. But I mean, you can just tell looking
But we're
at that
supporting
one.
locally. I mean, Coffee Belt supported me taking their photos,
Yeah.
and I support them by going to their coffee shop,
No,
and
it's super cool.
this
And
was probably one of the most intense mental health awareness I did.
again, I don't have a lot of words because what you're seeing is telling the story, right? Mm-hmm. And everybody that, again, participated, kudos to them for coming forward to share themselves, right? I mean,
Exactly.
there is no other way to share. I mean, outside of having a conversation about what you're going through, you get an image like that. And that's
Exactly.
permanent, right? I mean, that's something that they have as a reminder. And I hope that for a lot of people that participated in the shoot, they use that as motivation to continue self-care in whatever capacity that is for them, right?
And find
However
that light.
need. Yeah, exactly. Find that light. Gosh, you are something, my friend. I mean, we literally had a conversation at Contrary. Then you came on the show, and then I'm like nudging Sammy. And I'm not taking credit. I just thought, like, do it.
Well, I had told
Like, sometimes
you,
you
but
just need people to say, like,
Yeah.
do it, because I understand that NAMI does great work and that mental health needs to be more talked about. You did the work, and I'm so thrilled to be able to share this success.
well, I'm very
with
happy
everybody.
you pushed me because I had a dream of doing this, and
Yeah.
you encouraged it, and you're a very encouraging person anyway.
I try to be. I mean, I think it's so much, it can be so easy for people to be discouraging and be negative, and what's the point? I
Which,
mean, you
that
know,
still goes back to the mental health
Yeah.
of reaching out for help, because I'm not going to say doctors are terrible or mental health professionals are terrible, but they have their own life too, and sometimes you feel left out.
Sure.
Sometimes you feel not taken seriously.
yeah,
And to be able to share your story and say, hey, this is important.
absolutely.
So this
Well,
was
it's a
crazy.
great thing that you did, and the images are unbelievable. Motley May Photography on Facebook. That's where we're finding all of these.
Oops.
And that's the one. There's Misty with the so Chad, if you go back down, Misty had the half and half of her face done. That was unbelievable. What are you laughing at?
He exited quickly.
Oh, that's okay. This is unbelievable. So that's not Photoshopped, right?
No, she actually had
Wow.
a friend of hers who does
Yeah.
makeup and all do that. I can't recall her name, but she did amazing.
Unbelievable, right? So again, mental health awareness photo shoot captured by Motley May Photography, local people from across Muscatine sharing themselves and their story. And what you're left with is a reminder that, you know, you don't know what everybody's going through.
Exactly.
Regardless
Be
of
kind.
If it's a family member, a friend, stranger, yeah, be kind. Please let me know what's happening next.
Okay.
Even if you come back because you took a bunch of pictures of pinball and arcade games with Mike and the crew, whatever
okay, Mike.
it is. Yeah.
Let's collaborate.
Yeah, Mike, listen, pressure's on, buddy. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Sammy Motley May Photography. Go to her Facebook page, Instagram. Check out the images for sure. Even if it's just the ones with Paige from in the bakery.
That was fun.
Like, I saw you post those, and I was like, I know, that's Paige.
She's blaming me that she thinks she got poison ivy because we walked through some weeds. I didn't get it, so
Oh, it's all Paige's fault. You're fine. Paige
She's a
did
good
that to her.
person.
Oh, Paige is great. She's one of the decorators in the bakery, amongst other things. And yeah, that was great. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. All right, we're going to go CVI Bank and Trust aisle camera, which is set up just a kind of a stone's throw away from where we're doing the show. You know, if you find yourself ever in the market for a can opener, one of those things that, remember back in the day, I distinctively remember my mom's parents, Grandpa and Grandpa Bill, Grandma Marge. They had one of those like old school electric can openers, and I mean, that thing was a workhorse. They probably got it at like Sears back in the day, like a nice can opener, and it was always in their kitchen. And I don't know if I would ever need, like, personally an electric can opener. I got enough manpower. But, I mean, if you need that kind of stuff, we've got it right here. And there's, like, a little auto chopper dicer thing you can see in the background. So it's one of those cool displays in the store when you're walking past and you're like, you know what? I do need a brush to put barbecue sauce on ribs. Mine is not working anymore. You can find it right here. Sort of in the back of aisle 1. No, aisle 2. Yeah, in the back of aisle 2. That's where we do this show. All right. Really good talking to Sammy Motley. Jeez Louise. I am so happy that she did that mental health awareness shoot, and it was a fantastic project for her, and thank you to everybody that shared their stories. We really appreciate that. So we're sitting here on July 8th. It is Monday. I should let you know that we're going to have 4 shows this week and then no show on Friday, taking Friday off. But we'll be here tomorrow and Wednesday and Thursday with local guests coming in, which we're always excited to have. Tomorrow we'll talk to Nicole Sorgenfry with the United Way of Muscatine. They've always got something going on, and it'll be great to catch up with Nicole. Today, I should say, what I was getting at is National Chocolate Almonds Day. I don't know if I've had a chocolate-covered almond. I feel like that would maybe be something that I recall having in my life. But if you're going to celebrate that, go ahead. Get yourself some almonds. We've got them here at the store. I don't know if we have chocolate-covered almonds, but we certainly have chocolate and we have almonds. So you could put that together yourself and you're celebrating, right? You're celebrating. Maybe we'll go check out some almonds with the Toyota of Muscatine car cam. I think they're in aisle 7. Again, I should know where everything is at this point. It's almost been 2 years, but give me the benefit of the doubt. Sometimes I use the old Hy-Vee app on my phone, and it's got a product locator, which is super slick. So if you can't find something, you can type it in, and it'll tell you what aisle it's in. It is really nice to have that. All right, I mentioned Mega Meat Monday going on. That's every Monday in July, an opportunity for you to save on the fuel saver. And then a couple other things I want to mention. Or do you want to go cart cam? You tell me. Let's do cart cam. Toyota of Muscatine cart cam. All right, we'll try and go aisle 7, maybe some almonds. Yeah, I think that's where we'll find some. And if I'm wrong, well, it won't be the first time that I've been wrong. All right, Toyota Muscatine cart cam on a Monday, live on MPW Channel 5. The show is live now, which is exciting. Also, replays on cable 7:30 and 10:30 p.m. And thanks to everybody. A lot of people at one point watching on Facebook, because it can tell me in like 25, 26, 27, 28 people. That's a lot at one time on a Monday, especially after a holiday weekend. All right, Chad behind the wheels of steel with the Toyota of Muscatine cart camera. Nice perspective. Literally, it's a camera on a grocery cart that's powered by Toyota of Muscatine. Was Tony right with aisle 7 being the home for almonds? I don't know. Again, if I'm wrong, I'm not ashamed to admit my mistakes. Let's see. Is it going to be on the right-hand side? I think I was wrong. It's one aisle over. Well, you know what? Listen, I'm not perfect, darn it. I just pretend to be. I think it's actually in aisle 8, maybe, or 9. Maybe it's in 9. You know what? Chad's smarter than I am. He'll be able to figure out where it's at. So there's the pop aisle. Chad's like right now thinking, all right, so Tony was wrong. There you go. That's where you're going to find your almonds. Aisle 9. See, I told you. Still learning. Using the GoldenEye scope. And if you ever played Nintendo 64 and had a GoldenEye game, I hope that you get that reference and appreciate it. So there you go. Aisle 9. You're going to find some almonds. Will you have a chocolate-covered almond on National Chocolate-Covered Almond Day? That's totally up to you, right? But that's what today is, the 8th of July, National Chocolate-Covered Almond Day. I feel like almonds one of those things that just, they're good for you, right? Little beef jerky in the shot as well. That sounds like a good idea, doesn't it? Yeah, everything in moderation, of course. Look at that. A selection. Are those chocolate-covered ones, too? Did he find that? Wow. Unbelievable. Dark cocoa almonds and a Hy-Vee brand at that. I had no idea. I can't say that I've ever had one of those before, but listen, you found it. Aisle number 9. You can operate your very own Toyota of Muscatine car cam. I'm not saying that there are cameras mounted on all of the grocery carts here at the store, but you could film yourself while you're shopping, right? We have our friend Jen Chapin that's got that YouTube channel. She's got over 60,000 subscribers now. Jen is a local person here in Muscatine. Like by day, she's a full-time nurse, and then she's got this incredible YouTube channel and following, and she does like a lot of fun meal prep videos. And she was in the store a couple weeks ago shopping for produce and did a little filming, and we had Jen on the show. It was a great story to tell. So have fun when you're in the store, right? Take your time. We're working on a couple of things, you know, because we understand that there's a lot of families that shop here. Little cart cam inception. There's a lot of families that shop here, so we've got a couple thoughts on like how to make shopping potentially more enjoyable while you're with the kids. Like, would there ever be an opportunity for the kids to do something like hang out and then you shop? Maybe. So stay tuned. That's something that we're going to try and put together for you. Chocolate-covered almonds. I can't believe it. Like, this is wild. Plus cinnamon glazed. Oh, my gosh. Look at that. Cinnamon glazed almonds? That's a thing? I had no idea. You learn something new every day on this show, don't you? Dark cocoa almonds. This is wild. Pretty low carbs, pretty low sugar. I'm kind of surprised at that. 2 grams of sugar. Wow. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, but this is something that you could try right here at the store. And it's in aisle 9. I was off a little bit. 2 aisles away. I just wanted to make sure Chad got his steps in. And he did. Look at that. Cinnamon glazed almonds and dark cocoa almonds. What a party. And yes, I'm sure there's just regular almonds too, if you're thinking to yourself, back in my day, we just had regular almonds. Well, that was a fine day, and if you want to try something new, there you go. Check that out. All right, I'll mention the wine and spirits ad that was in last week's Discover Muscatine newspaper because it continues. Now, some of these deals were while supplies last, so just keep that in mind, right? If you're going to make it to the store and go to Wine and Spirits, you know, this ad started last week. I know that we've still got some of it, like the Jameson. That's a really good deal. And anytime you can get a bottle of Jameson for $16.99. Now, you got to buy 3 of them, but you're still saving $25. And that's a good one. Veronica Phillips says, good morning and happy Monday. Hello, Veronica. Good to see you. Veronica, if I'm not mistaken, is that Chef Tess's mom? If it is, I saw Chef Tess on Saturday. I was at the Merrill, DJ'd a wedding. Congratulations to Mr. and Mrs. Miller, Stephanie Aguero, now Stephanie Miller, and Jesse Miller. What a fun time that was. And it was great being back at the Merrill. Such an incredible venue with that view of downtown and the river. It's just great. All right, so Wine and Spirits, here you go. It says Independence Day sale, but, you know, listen, it's good through the 10th, and I would say that we've still got a majority of these products in stock. That Meridian wine, right? So that's 40 cents off per bottle. So we literally had somebody last Friday that earned $5.30 off on their fuel saver. Now, I don't know if you know how much the price of gas is, but it's not $5.30. So they would have had to pay 1 penny for up to 20 gallons of gas and then still had money left on their fuel saver. Now, have I had the Meridian wine? Yes. Is it good? Absolutely. Is a 40-cent fuel saver worth it? 100%. So if you do the math, how that works is you would buy 6 bottles to get the instant 10% discount. So that brings the price down to $8.99 per bottle. You're getting a 40-cent fuel saver on 6 bottles. So when you do the math, the cost per bottle would really break out to 99 cents with the discount and then when you redeem the fuel saver. So like for me, when I get off work today, I told you that I kind of need gas, but maybe I'll get it tomorrow. I'm going to get at least 1 or 2 bottles of the Meridian. And again, even if I bought 1 bottle, there's 40 cents. And if I bought another, there's another 40. So that very quickly, 80-cent fuel saver. And if you look at it this way, it's $9.99 retail. Buy 6 of them, brings the price down to $8.99, and then the fuel saver. Yeah, it just makes total sense on there. Veronica confirming that. Yes, Veronica, it was great to see Chef Tess and everybody at the Merrill, and that wedding was a wonderful time, and shout out to everybody that worked hard. You know, there's a lot that goes into a wedding, and the staff at the Merrill did a great job. And they're not paying me to say that or anything. These are my experiences, and it's nice to have that place in town for all the purposes that it can serve. Yeah, there's like this giant thing of mac and cheese. I had some, and then I put bacon on top of it because it seemed like the right thing to do. And we, of course, miss Chef Tess on this show, but we're so happy for her and everything that she's doing down there. All right, if you're grilling at home, propane. Yeah, so I need a grill. Full disclosure, my old grill, it was just that. It was old. Did I take the best care of it? No. Do I need a new grill? Yes. And what Chad is doing is he's realizing that there is literally a grill for sale right behind where we do the show. And this is ironic that you're going to show us this because I was telling my wife just yesterday as we get ready to maybe do a little housewarming party in a couple weeks. I was telling my wife, maybe we should get a new grill, and we've got one. And I think that one is like, what is it, $169 for a brand new, fully assembled grill. And if you need propane, $14.99 for propane exchange. That's a good-looking grill right there. Now, since we've got the CBI Bank and Trust aisle cam, which is conveniently nice and mobile, Yeah, Chad, you want to open that lid up and just show the folks? Because I may have to just pull the trigger and buy it. It's a charbroil. It's already assembled, so I don't have to worry about like not assembling it correctly. You know, I've already told you that I'm not super handy. I'm okay with admitting that, right? I can do certain things. Look at that. That's all I need, right? What am I? I'm not cooking for a wedding. I'm not grilling for a whole bunch of people. That's nice. Yeah, I could totally dig that. That looks good. Well, we might have to just put a sold sign on there. Take that home. Unless Sammy Motley was just going to come and buy it. That's what she's doing. Got her. Oh, that CBI Bank and Trust aisle cam. It's always catching people in the store, isn't it? So check that out if you need a grill. We've still got some outdoor like patio furniture and stuff that is totally priced to move as well outside the store. But that stuff is going to be gone within the next couple of days. So that's good. We had like 3 grills there last week, and now there's 1 left. Should I buy it? I should probably text my wife first, right? Text the missus. Sammy's checking out the price on the grill. Come on. I was just saying that I was going to buy it, and now she's going to pay $5 more for it, darn it. All right, so that thing looks good. And again, with the propane exchange, go to Hy-Vee Gas, friendliest gas station in town by far. I mean, you know, maybe you don't think about that when you're talking about getting gas, but our staff is super nice. They know everybody's name that walks in the door. It doesn't even make sense sometimes how they know everybody, but they're just fantastic, led by Terry Truitt and the crew. They do an excellent job, and $14.99 for propane exchange is a great price. And speaking of Hy-Vee Gas, the last thing that I'll mention is 99-cent fountain pop, right? And a great selection of fountain pops available at Hy-Vee Gas. Any size, 99 cents. So if you're doing the math at home, you could do the propane exchange and get a fountain pop for under $16. Maybe it's $16 with tax. I'm not a mathematician, okay? But that's an excellent deal all summer long. Cool off at Hy-Vee Gas. Go see Terry and the crew. I love that image. And yeah, they've got like Diet Dr. Pepper fountain pop. That's right up my alley. You know, I haven't had a lot of non-diet pop, and I had a little shot of like regular Diet Pepsi the other day, and I was like, oh, that's sweet. But Diet Pepsi, Diet Dr. Pepper, I don't even know how. Like, I had a Diet Squirt the other day because I'm boring. Tastes like regular Squirt. You're not missing anything, right? They cut all the sugar out. I know that they've got some artificial sweeteners, but that's not bad. All right, I think I've said it all today, right? If you've been watching us on Channel 5 live, that's super cool. Coming back with some real estate and some RE/MAX folks, right? With some open houses. If you watch us on social media, I appreciate it. If you're like our friend Veronica that's with us on Facebook right now, or the several dozen people that were with us when we were talking to Sammy Motley, thank you. It means a lot. Regardless of how you catch this show, I appreciate everybody tuning in. And if you should ever have a guest suggestion, you know, I say this a lot, but I mean it, you know, booking this show is a job in itself. So if you have a thought for someone that we should talk to, are we missing anything? Do we need to get out into West Liberty more and Wilton? Yeah, absolutely. Am I working on it? You better believe it. I send a lot of emails, and my goal is to not just make this a Muscatine show, right? I mean, we have to serve the whole county. And I would love to have our friends from like the Candy Kitchen back on the show and get into West Liberty and maybe bring some folks in from like the West Liberty Chamber. Or what about Durant? Huh? What's going on in Durant? If you know something that's up, seriously, like, am I missing anything in Fruitland? You know, at the wedding on Saturday, I made a joke that we had a lot of people that came in from out of town, folks that made the trip to be at the wedding. Some came as far as Fruitland and Wilton. That joke went over better at the wedding. So if you know something that's going on, email me, hyveetoday@gmail.com. You can reach out, call me at the store, stop me on the street. You know, I'm always on the streets. Or just send an email or a Facebook message. Seriously, if you're doing something good and know somebody that is worthy of sharing their story, that's all I want to do on this show, is continue sharing good stories about people that are doing good things across the county, and it's nice to be able to do that. Okay, chocolate covered almond day, the 8th of July. Did you know that it was today? Chad, I'm going to ask for a favor, and it's right behind you. Could you grab a pack of those shrimp real quick? I just want people right in that frozen bunker right there, right to your left. Yeah, these things are unbelievable. Captain John was on the show talking about these shrimp the other day. I'm just going to tell y'all right now. Last week, nearly 600 pounds of. Look at the size. Exaggerating. Nearly 600 pounds of shrimp. This is our look at the size of that thing. Beetlejuice good to look and how big they are. Captain John kept saying, you know, when he would make announcements that they're the talk of the town. And yeah, if you sell 600 pounds of something, and there's a customer over there right now. Best shrimp ever, ma'am. I would get a couple packs. Yeah, it's good, right? Very good. It's really good. Yeah, this stuff is great. So do yourself a flavor if you're watching. Come and try this shrimp. It's great. For $9.99 a pound, I mean, they're absolutely gigantic. And I'm always willing to sample another one for the sake of the show. A little bit of that Jamaican rub on there. Maybe you make a little shrimp scampi, a little butter. Ooh, sounds like a party. All right. We're done, I think. Thanks for watching. Thanks to Sammy Motley with Motley May Photography, local photographer that captured some powerful images, helping to spread awareness and raise $1,100. Sammy raised $1,100 for a donation to to NAMI, the organization that helps. And we need to be able to continue having conversations about mental health, and I'm glad that Sammy did that. Super proud of the work that she did, and thankful for everybody that shared their story, that is for sure. Thanks to CBI Bank and Trust. Thanks to Toyota of Muscatine. Team staffing, job board. Tomorrow on the show, we'll also, again, talk to Nicole Sorgenfry with the United Way of Muscatine. And later in the week, we'll chat with our friend and chiropractor, Brad Bark. He's got Rockin' on Sycamore this weekend, Friday and Saturday. In downtown Muscatine, Rockin' on Sycamore is supporting Shop with a Cop. Can't wait to see. Bye, Sammy. Can't wait to see Brad Bark back on the show. That's going to be a lot of fun. You know, they had a successful event last year, 2 nights this year, and we look forward to having him here. It's either Wednesday or Thursday. I can't remember. We'll get you all the details. Just you make it a point to come back, and we'll keep bringing the guests. So have a great rest of your day or a great evening, and we'll see you soon. I got to get to some shrimp. I don't know if this is a good combo. Dark cocoa almonds and shrimp. What do you think? Part of a balanced diet? Maybe. We'll find out. Take care, everybody. Goodbye. Bacon.
You're watching Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone.
Be very, very quiet while hunting wabbits.
We'll do it again tomorrow with more local guests from in and around the Muscatine community.
I'm trying to emote for the play that the alumni are putting on in Wilton this Friday, Saturday.
Questions, comments, know a great guest? Reach out to Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone on Facebook or via email, hyveetoday@gmail.com.